our friends from Carry the Load. They are joined by DJ LC, and they're trickling in one by one. We're also going to have a visit from some Waxahachie school students.
Yeah, we've been promised 100 fifth graders. Is this true?
Well, they've been spending the night next door at the Perot Museum.
They're at the Perot, which they did a year ago as well. So wake up, kids, and get on over
here.
Rub
the sleep out of your eyes.
All right, let's check in with Ashton Altieri. First look at the forecast.
You know, I think DJ LC is going to wake them up this morning with no problem at all with all the music outside.
Party on the Plaza, DJ LC in the house, and our friends from Carry the Load helping to restore the true meaning to Memorial Day. We're going to catch up with them coming up in a couple of minutes. It's 5:07. Good morning.
We are continuing our coverage of Carry the Load, an organization that we support here at WFAA. Gavin Costoglian is joining me. 5 years enlisted in the U.S. Army, sent to combat twice, 2 tours of duty. He is here to talk about this year's relay, and you have you tracked the miles? How many miles have you walked?
So far, I've gone up to about 18.6, and I plan to go a little bit further on this Dallas Memorial March here.
So you started out at West Point, which is where this all began this year.
Yes, I did. It was day one. I had the opportunity to walk 15 miles with this great organization.
And this is the second year you've done it.
Yes, it is.
What are your thoughts when you see the number of people who come out and support Carry the Load along the way, which, as we know, is an organization that supports veterans and their families?
It's absolutely amazing to see the continued support, not just down here in Dallas, but throughout the entire nation. It's really a heartwarming and heartfelt experience as you get to walk and meet and greet all these amazing people along the path.
What can you tell me about the time you spent overseas, really on the front lines, in combat? How did it change you? Is there any way to even encapsulate that in a sentence?
I wish there really was an easy way to encapsulate it, but unfortunately there isn't. It was hard. It changed every man and woman who went over there. And it's great to have support systems like Carry the Load here to drive us forward and be successful in society.
Well, we're glad you're back and safe and carrying the load, and we're helping you carry the load. Gavin, thank you so much for joining us. And we want to let you know we had a phone bank here yesterday from 4 until 7 o'clock. We had members of our staff turning out along with volunteers. It was incredibly successful. We're still telling the amount of money that we made with that. And you can take part, remember, in the Memorial Day March in Dallas on Sunday and Monday. The walk is more than 20 miles long, or I should say 20 hours long, along the Katy Trail and Riverstone Park. You can walk the entire time. You can walk for just a few moments, whatever you can do. You can also donate by going to carrytheload.org. And Saturday night at 6:30 p.m., a very special Carry the Load half-hour special. You will not want to miss that. All right, thank you, Gavin. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out this morning. DJ LC's in the plaza this morning with some of our friends from Carry the Load, and coming up, 100 fifth graders joining us in the plaza. They're making their way over from the Perot.
Batten down the hatches.
Yep, the kids are coming. All right, let's check in with Ashton Altieri. He's out there this morning and has the first check of your weather. Hi, Ashton.
Hey there, Ron. Hi, Alexa. We are having so much fun out here on the plaza here this morning. Everybody's excited. We're about to kick off the Memorial Day weekend, of course.
DJ LC is out there on the plaza with our friends from Carry the Load, helping to restore the true meaning to Memorial Day. As, by the way, those walking for Carry the Load cross into Texas. They are somewhere in Texarkana.
Yeah, they have come all the way from West Point in upstate New York and making their way here, and then that march continuing in Dallas on Sunday and Monday. We'll let you know how you can get involved.
Here on the plaza with our friends from Carry the Load, and also the kids from Waxahachie have arrived. And joining us now is Edwin Trout, who served in the Marine Corps for 4 years. This is your first year with Carry the Load. Yes. And you said this was really important for you to join in this effort because there is a disconnect with a lot of people when it comes to what Memorial Day is really about.
That is true. There is a big disconnect over a course of time. And to get where we're at today and tomorrow as well, we need to instill it in our children, to let them know that Memorial Day is special for military, our first responders, our police. I mean, it's really important. They're out there fighting on the front line. We need to let them know that, hey, we got their back.
And you certainly do. And so on Sunday, you are actually bringing your 2 grandchildren, and you said you're going to walk the full 20 hours.
Yes, the full 20 hours. Haley and Sydney are challenging me, and I'm challenging them. I don't know if they can do it, but we're going to give it a shot.
All right.
This is our first year.
So what does your heart tell you? Have we done a better job? Are we doing a better job in restoring the true meaning to Memorial Day? Or is there still a lot of work to be done?
There's still a lot of work to be done. I noticed by looking at what Chase has done so far, and it's our first year to really kick this off, and how it's just on the east side, but I'm seeing it come about going global. You know, and that's what we need.
Yeah, that is what we need. And speaking of that, we want to give you the information that you need to know. If you would like to take part, or perhaps you'd like to donate, you can participate in the Memorial Day March in Dallas on Sunday and Monday. The walk is along the Katy Trail and also Rivershawn Park. You can walk the entire time, like Mr. Trout is going to do, or you can just walk for a couple of minutes. You can also donate. All the information is there on carrytheload.org. Mr. Trout, thank you so much for joining. Good luck to you. We'll be watching for you on Sunday.
Let me just say one more thing. I want to thank my team at Chase and my management team. They're making it possible, and they're very supportive.
All right.
And I challenge a lot of other companies to do the same.
Very good message. Thank you so much. And we're back in just a moment. You're watching News 8 Daybreak. We are having quite the party outside our plaza today.
They're
DJ
here.
LC, our friends from Carry the Load, helping to restore the true meaning of Memorial Day. And behind them, about 100 kids from Waxahachie, 5th graders who spent the night at the Perot and are also going to learn a great lesson today about Memorial Day.
They look no worse for wear, those kids. They pulled an all-nighter, and they are ready to go. Here's Ashton Altieri with the weather.
Yes, indeed. They did pull an all-nighter at the Perot Museum. They woke up about an hour ago, so they didn't get much sleep at all, but they came over here to the plaza to help us kick off the Memorial Day weekend. We're going to be talking about their night at the Perot coming up. We'll be talking to the 5th graders from Waxahachie as well. Right now, we'll send it back inside.
On the plaza to talk with students from Waxahachie and their night at the museum, the Perot in Dallas to be exact. We'll be back right after this.
I've got 108 friends with me out here this morning. We have the 5th graders from Clift Elementary School in Waxahachie. Good morning, everybody. Wow, they are excited out here on the plaza as we get ready to kick off the Memorial Day weekend. And these kids had a very eventful night. They spent the night at the museum at the Perot. I've got Miss Lemons here with me. She's the assistant principal down there at Clift Elementary in Waxahachie. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So
Thank
how
you
did
for having us.
absolutely how to go at the museum overnight?
It went wonderfully. The kids had a great time. They had a lot of hands-on experiences using fire and science. They learned of dinosaurs and evolution and time periods, and they were given free reign of the museum for all 4 of the interactive floors at the Perot Museum.
We're taking a look at some of the photos from overnight. It definitely looks like you had a really good time. This is Johnny. She's one of the 5th graders. Hey there.
Hi.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, sir.
I heard you learned all about dinosaurs.
Yes, sir.
Now, did the dinosaurs come alive like in the movie Night at the Museum?
Not that I know
Not
of.
that you know of, but you went to sleep for a little while, right? Yeah, so you never know what happened then. Of course, you didn't get much sleep. They're having a really good time. We're so glad that they came and joined us here on the plaza, and so glad that you had a good time at the Perot overnight. That's a look at your weather. Let's send it over to Shane.
We're having quite the party outside on the plaza with DJ LC and our friends from Carry the Load who are working to restore the true meaning to Memorial Day. And on that note, they have 100 5th graders from Waxahachie who are going to learn that important lesson. They came over from an overnight at the Perot Museum.
So they learned a lot at the Perot. They're learning a lot here this morning. We're glad they're up with us bright and early. And Ashton Altieri is out there on the plaza as well this morning, filling in for Greg today. Hi, Ashton.
Well, hey there, Ron. Hi, Alexa. We are having a terrific time out here on the plaza. You mentioned we have the 5th graders from Clift Elementary in Waxahachie with us. Many of them have a flag that they are waving around, and I also have Clint Bruce with me, former Navy SEAL and co-founder of the Carry the Load Load organization, as we said earlier, you are striving to restore the true meaning of Memorial Day.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're doing. We're making it matter again.
So it's a march. It started in upstate New York. It just made its way into Texas not long ago, but there are still ways to get involved for the Memorial Day weekend.
You can still get involved not only in the event this Sunday, but you can get involved in the Memorial May Relay. We just crossed the Texas state line last night. We're in Texas. We've been walking since the beginning of May. So you can jump out 30, catch up with a relay, walk a little bit. On Sunday, you can come down to Revachon Park at the Katy Trail and join the Memorial Day March. Go to carrytheload.org to find out more.
All right, a great way to remember and honor Memorial Day.
These
That's
kids
what it's
are
all
amazing.
about. Yeah,
These
it's a great kids.
absolutely amazing.
Great group out here. I'll show you the full Memorial Day outlook coming up.
Let's check in with DJLC for our party on the plaza, shall we? It continues, and when we come back, we are going to meet the parents of a very special serviceman.
Wow,
In the meantime, DJLC thinks he's Jay Leno. We'll be back right after this.
As we talk about Carry the Load, we want to show you more of this film that we talked about a number of weeks back called The Hornet's Nest. You might remember international correspondent, war correspondent Mike Betcher took us inside the battles going on overseas in Afghanistan, and he was able to give insight in a way that no other journalist was able to do. And he met a young man there, Brian Burgess, who was among 6 killed on the first day of a 9-day battle. Well, Brian's parents are here with us today, Beth and Terry, and they have become very close with Mike Betcher, and they have seen this film, and they've learned more about their own son during those days before his death, after his deployment. And I asked you if it was in some way helpful to see your son as part of this project.
It is. It's been very healing for us. We've not only seen what Brian did and why he did it, but as Beth will tell you, we know that when he was there, he wasn't alone. The men were there beside him. When he was shot and bleeding out, the men were right there with him. He did not die alone.
Beth, he was deployed on Mother's Day, I understand, in 2010. That must have been a very difficult Mother's Day.
It was. I'm actually Brian's stepmother, but yes, it was very difficult for all of us because, then we knew he was going and we didn't know when, and then, you get the news that he's going on Mother's Day, and he had a wife and 2 small children, so it was very difficult to see him leave that day.
And we should say just 3 weeks before he was expected home, this battle erupted, and just underscoring how tenuous a situation it was at the time.
Yes, it was. They were 16 days from coming home, and he was less than a month from his 30th birthday when our daughter-in-law called to tell us.
I'm sure it doesn't get easier, but how do organizations and efforts like you've seen with Carry the Load help in coming to terms with what's happened?
I think the biggest thing is being able to tell people Brian's story and to know that people care and that he and the other 5 will never be forgotten. I mean, that's your biggest fear is after you're done with all of the memorials, you go home and then what do we do? And so organizations like Carry the Load have been so great helping us carry on his name.
And as we go, Terry, you have a special memorial
Yes, sir.
that you have.
I'd like
Please
to
share this with our viewers, if you will.
This is
Let me
a
hold this for you.
challenge coin we had made to honor Brian,
And that is his photo.
and I'd like you to have it as a notion that we will never forget. We will always carry this load.
And I will carry it and hold on to it. Thank you very much. And here is the information for Carry the Load. Our walk here is on Sunday, May 25th to May 26th. It is 20 hours long at Revachon Park in Dallas. Carry the Load, a very special program, 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, right here on Channel 8. Our thanks to you both for your son's service as well. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. We are counting it down to the big Dallas finish of the Carry the Load March. We have Clint Bruce here, Stephen Hawley, the former Navy SEALs who founded it, and what a great year it's been so far.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Want to encourage you at the last minute to jump out I-30, jump on the relay as it comes down, show up on Revachon Park tomorrow, and Stephen will tell you about the website they go to.
Still plenty of time to sign up or donate. carrytheload.org/Dallas.
Thank you all very much. We'll be there Sunday and Monday, and we have a special guest to take us out.
Yes, we do. This has been an incredible lesson, by the way, for the kids, the 5th graders from Clift Elementary who spent the night at the Pro Museum. Here are the Steppers. Take it away to break, kids.
Have a good one, everybody. Good Morning America's next. We will see you Monday morning. Yes, we'll be here Monday. Have a great Memorial Day.